look at all those live glass shrimp in there. That's only from like a couple minutes, and I must have maybe 4 or 5 dozen. This is the number 8 Eagle Claw bait holder hook. As you can see, looking down, it's factory offset, which means you're going to get a better hookup. And there's sickles on this hook, on the shank of the hook. Right here, there's 2 sickles. So what's going to happen is if you're using live bait or dead bait, it's going to hold there. It's going to stick there. So I highly recommend this for mullet because it's a good size, and these bronze hooks will hold. Aloha guys, this is my setup for going for mullet, and I'm using this setup for live bait, which means I'm going to be using preferably small live shrimp or glass shrimp. I see a lot of times the mullets will suck in sections of seaweed and then filter it out and draw out the nutrients and then spit it out. You have pelagic villagers of fish as well as crabs and shrimp. And I found out that throughout the years I'm fishing here and there using opai, which we call glass shrimp. They do eat that. So on my lighter rig here, my spin casting rig, I'm using 10-pound test mono. I'm sorry, 10-pound test braid. So I'm going to tell you what I use. You can vary it however you want. It's attached to a float, a wooden float. You can use plastic or whatever. Okay, I have a ball bearing rolling swivel. It is with a coastlock snap. These are the stainless steel ball bearing swivels, which are really good. I would use that because it won't cause the line to twist up. Okay, you attach that to your float, and from your float, you're going to have another ball bearing swivel here. It's going to be on this line, and depends on the depth of the area you're at. I'm going to be fishing in about 4 feet, 5 feet of water. So, and it depends on the tides that you can change between 1.5 feet of that. So I'm going to use roughly 2.5 feet of mono here. This line here is going to be roughly about 10-pound test mono. All right. Now, on my ball bearing swivel here, I'm going to have it's about 2 setups here, 2 rigs that I'm going to have baited lines on. So you can use whatever you want. In terms of making the loops, I prefer dropper loop styles. So on these, I'm going to have bait holder hooks. These are number 8. And the reason why these hooks are so good is because they're factory offset. So you're going to get a better hookup. And the hooks have sickles on them, so it's going to hold the small live shrimp on fairly well. Now, you could use cut baits like shrimp or squid with this and also hold it on. But you really cannot beat live shrimp, and I'll be going out tomorrow and showing you how to collect live shrimp. And you may not have live shrimp in your area, so you might have to switch it over for something else, like some small fish or other things. But you're going to get the general idea of how I'm going to be doing this. At the bottom, I use a loop knot, and I attach a lead weight. It's a very light lead weight. It can be 3/4 ounce to 1 ounce. It'll also help throw your whole rig out since the float is light and it's going to have some wind resistance against it. You're going to need to get some distance. I go to areas where the wind is in my favor, so the wooden float will actually be like a balloon, and the wind will help take it out. All right. So the lead weight that I use here is only 3/4 or 1 ounce, enough to keep the line straight. All right. So this is my basic setup for using live bait, in other words live shrimp. It's rigged only for live shrimp, but you can substitute it for almost anything. You can also increase or decrease the line strength. I find that mullets are very powerful, and sometimes they'll snap this. But generally, if you go a little bit higher, it's the favorite's in the fish because they're so strong. But if the water's dirtier, you can get away with it. The place I'm going to, it can be clean. It can be slightly silty. So I prefer going with the 10-pound test mono to the 4-pound test fluoro for the liter. Sometimes I'll bring it up to 6-pound fluoro for the liter. So it depends what you want to do. I mean, everything is adaptable. You can adapt it to your area. And this is what I'll be using. And I'll be showing you tomorrow how I catch my bait. And we'll take it from there. Thanks.
Collecting bait is often fun. As you can see, I just got 2 crabs. See what's going to happen alongside this wall here. And look at that, I caught a bunch of them. Let me come back here. Wow, see them all jumping? There must be a half dozen, look at that. Half dozen on that one. See? Good sized one there. And the shrimp are just all pawing around in there. See that? That's what we're looking for. Corners like these are good. I like to hit the corners for shrimp. Look at just 2 little scoops like that. Look at all those little jumpers. Look at them. Just for 2 scoops.
That's all the glass shrimp I got in a 2-second scoop alongside this wall. Good bait.
Okay, I'm gonna put a glass shrimp on the bait holder hook. Alrighty. With this type of rig, you can use live bait, you can use dead bait because the bait holder will hold it in. Got a piece of jagged metal over there, so I got that cone to cover it. That's good. So let's see, my wrist is badly hurt, but just have to chuck it out. I mean, I've had mullets come right up to here, literally come right up to here. Look at that, mullet jumped right there too. It's still jumping up there. That's how much mullet is around here. Today the winds are coming right at us, so see what happens. I brought the wrong float today. This is the medium float. I meant to bring the large one. The large one, I can use the 1 ounce. The medium one, I have to use a ½ ounce lid on it to keep it straight, but it's fine. But this is all you have to do, and then the rest is just patience. Not because the wind's pulling it back, it's just going to move this extra line just every now and then. This is it. This is wrist is all bad from going over the cliff at the beginning of the week. But you see, you kind of get the idea. Okay, got a hit. Small hit. Oh, don't tell me. Just slowly bringing it in. Man, you gotta have a lot of patience for this. I don't know if I'm cut out to be a mullet fisherman. Usually like going diving, seeing the fish in my crosshairs and pull the trigger. But I've seen the mullets come right up to here, up to the edge. It's so frustrating when they're right in front of you, they jump, and it's like, jeez, give me a break. Oh, the hell? Something hit that. What was that? It's a barracuda. It's a barracuda. He hit the float. Oh, me. Barracuda hit the float. Wow. I haven't seen that in a while. Barracuda hitting the float. Ah, that's what he did. The barracuda not only hit the float, but he hit the bottom line. See, the top one's okay. The barracuda hit the bottom one, cut right through the leader. Look at that. Cut it. Look at that. Cut it right in two. Well, it shows it works, but today, not for mullet. It's working for barracudas. Oh, well. Huge. Oh my god, about 20-inch mullet just jumped right in front of me, about 20 feet in front of me. Just want to park my line in. Kind of figures, huh? Don't have much room here to work with, but short toss. Now you can keep your rod high, and what's going to happen is, see, the wind's going to be pushing up against that line, and it's going to bring the float in. See how it's bringing in already? But what you can do is keep it low to the water like that, and the line is out of the wind, and the wind is going to, whoa, more mullet jumping out there. So the wind is only going to push on the float, which is not going to be much, and you notice the line is still in the same place. This is what you want to do. Keep your rod tip low. Boy, I think that barracuda wishes that he got caught instead of that just whacking my line, because now the hook's in his mouth. If he was caught, I would have taken the hook out. I think he's kind of regretting that decision. Now the reason, oh, look at that mullet jumping there. The reason I threw that there is because that's a mud bar over there. So the line's only 2.5 feet. So I'm figuring that the line would drop to the bottom, and like the mullet jumping over there, they go over the mud bar there. Just gonna let it stay stationary for a while, see what happens. Okay, at the end of the day, I saw my bait back live, exactly where I caught it. So I'll be here the next day. Makes sense. Can't even see them.
There are glass shrimp all over that concrete slab on the wall. You can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there, so you just have to scoop with your net and just go blind. Trust me, you'll get them. That's how I got mine. I just wanted to show you how to collect them. So have at it, guys.